2026, look for him to be all over the ball and disrupting the Waratahs. In the back line, plenty of danger here. Cam Roigard plays his 50th tonight for the Hurricanes. Geordie Barrett's been instrumental in the attacking play for the Hurricanes so far this season. And at the back, Morby, ever dangerous.
They've got some experience in the reserves as well. Brad Shields looking at cap number 130, and alongside him in the back row, Braden USA has played every minute so far of the season, but moves off to the bench. Also with us this evening in commentary, Morgan Tiranui. Morgan, big change for the Waratahs, but up front, the forwards have been great.
Yeah, they certainly have. Will Folau Fainga'a, who we just heard from at the end of the Waratahs warm-up, back in at hooker to start alongside Lambert and Botha, who's been impressive. The leadership of Phillip with the starch of Miles Amatisero. Liafi Talataina comes in on the blindside flank alongside Charlie Gamble and Pete Samu, who Michael Hooper highlighted pre-show as being hugely effective, and they'll need to be this evening against the Hurricanes. Yes, the thoroughbreds, the back line. The big one is George Pullman comes in at 13, a straight swap for Joseph Akuso-Suali'i. Crichton is in charge of leading the team around the pack, and Andrew Kellaway gets his first start of 2026 timely, and his experience will be important.
Really nice mix on the bench, some great young front rowers, and then Blythe and Halaholo in the back row, and Wilson Debrasini and Sid Harvey staring down a potential Super Rugby Pacific debut, and lovely scenes for Sid Harvey if he can get that debut. But Dan McKellar, the Waratahs coach, taking underway round 4 of Super Rugby Pacific 2026. The Waratahs in their traditional blue taking on the Hurricanes. Dropped short again, the Waratahs peppering. Again, just short, great defence, the Hurricanes. Riley from the base leans over and dives. The Waratahs, the first points in this round 4 clash.
Yeah, despite some really good defence from the Hurricanes to keep out some of those Waratah forwards, Tristan Riley comes up with the chocolates there, just sneaking over the line. Here you see just good knowledge. Knows the Hurricanes can't get any further forward than that line. Nothing. That line is so dangerous, and they will look to throw it in. They'll be worried about the Waratahs' defence in line-out so far this year.
Well taken. Given Flanders at the back, Barrett. Right through the centre of Allianz Stadium, the Hurricanes up towards the 22. And quick hands, the Waratahs looking to close down space. The overlap's there. Hamua far too easily strolls away. The Tars get caught short, and the Hurricanes a near instant reply.
Yeah, what an outstanding hit back from the Hurricanes, and that's just how dangerous they can be. Power carriers across the field. We were just going to see some good skill set. The extra back, I think it was Billy Proctor who worked.
That leader. Were offering instructions as well. Tars rushing up, Walton. Good strong defence. Second rollers for the Hurricanes rolling around, and they have an advantage. Karifi. Flanders gets it away. Morby. Mua working on both wings early, bumps off the first. And into New South Wales 22, Flanders. Barrett, flat pass to the line, Walker, Iawere. Under advantage, the Hurricanes, chancing their arm to that far wing. Again, the overlap, and again, so easy for the Hurricanes, catching New South Wales out of position. Peter Lakai with the Hurricanes second and the lead.
Yeah, Hurricanes making it look all too easy there, just getting over the advantage line. With each carry, Flanders some great carries. How scary is this? Moore coming down the edge, really using the full width.
Riley, a great offload. Crichton, good hands. The Waratahs, a metre away. Gordon, Jorgensen. Terrific finish from the young superstar. The Tars level up.
Yeah, great passage of play. They got the early advantage.
Identified it before he needed to. Crichton's kick hangs out to the right. It remains 12 apiece, but world-class finish from quickly stringing a few phases together now.
Number 1.
And they get the advantage. Plenty to play with here, Roigard. Flanders at the back. Cover defence from Pullman. Great kick and terrific pickup. The Hurricanes with plenty to show, and Sullivan, some individual brilliance.
Absolutely, some individual brilliance. The Hurricanes just stringing together amazing passage of play. Forwards to backs, backs to forwards.
Hurricanes flying up. There is an overlap very briefly for the Tars. Riley, the side of his boots, and fitting end in some ways to the opening half. Moments of brilliance from both sides and also some execution errors, but certainly good intent at the moment. Karifi changing the angle. Oh, it's opened up beautifully for the Hurricanes. Billy Proctor strolls through, and again, the home side caught wanting.
Yeah, exceptional play again in similar fashion by the Hurricanes. That extra back working and creating that little overlap to pick on what Morgan Turanui talked about. As they've got to try and rein in. The Hurricanes are wanting to play up tempo. Dupasi Karifi getting over the ball.
Advantage now for the Hurricanes. Centre of Allianz Stadium, and they chance their arm. It's looking an absolute treat. Proctor doubles up. Silky stuff from the Hurricanes, and they are stretching away.
Yeah, Billy Proctor in for another in about 5 minutes' time. That's definitely, it has to be a play. Can't wait to see this again.
Hasn't been able to be anywhere near as effective as in the opening couple.
No, compete!
Oh, the Hurricanes are over. Are they down? James Dolman was...
So it is lost forward, so it's no try.
Yep.
But 19, he is off the ball, he goes back onto the ball. It's a cynical action which limits their ability to place the ball, so 19 is going to go to the bin.
There you have it. Angus Blythe's going to... He's only been on for a little bit. Go and have a rest for 10 minutes. His hand back onto the ball.
The Hurricanes, the Waratahs, no points since the 30th minute. Max Jorgensen try. And the Hurricanes starting to really dominate. They've got numbers and they've got another overlap. They've got another try. Balin Sullivan, try number 2. The Hurricanes, bit of a wander.
Yeah, I don't think it shocks anyone in this crowd to see Jordy.
And Lakai. No look pass, and it's picked off. Jorgensen, a foot race. Jorgensen will win that. And Jorgensen, a much-needed score for the Waratahs, and continues his try-scoring exploits in 2026. Another double, 3 games in a row.
There's many ways to cross the try line, isn't there, for this man, Max Jorgensen. He does it in a phone booth on some occasions, open fields on the other, and the intercept as well.
Just stepping around 3 or 4 on every occasion. Good hands, great pass, and the Hurricanes continue to cut the Waratahs to ribbons. And Nari makes the home side pay.
Yes, this Hurricanes team support is next level at the moment. Just players coming from anywhere on the field, and like any good halfback.
Ooh. Gasp from the home side. Very quick deliberation from James Dolman. Saw what he saw and decided it's 10 in the bin for the Waratahs. Monet. Goes again. Harvey quickly through the hands, and Pullman lifted the eyes. Sullivan back inside, and the Hurricanes streak away for the half-century. There have been moments of pure ease created from the hard work leading up to it, and None Rover, an exclamation mark on this evening.
Well, wouldn't you absolutely love that as a Hurricanes coach?
Lead with win number 2 of their season. They host the Western Force on Friday, then they're at the Highlanders before hosting the Reds. And they might not be done here in Sydney yet. Again through the hands, Lakai has options. Billy Proctor with no one else to beat, and a hat-trick for Proctor. The Hurricanes dominant.
Adding insult to injury, aren't they, the Hurricanes? Waratahs looking absolutely dishevelled now as they get back to the line. But how about this play, and how about the support we've talked about?
He's been absolutely outstanding.
The extras are added, and the Hurricanes smash the Waratahs in Sydney They extend their winning run against the Waratahs to 9.